How's it going, guys? This is McNaughty ASMR, and welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. And also welcome to my zombie apocalypse survival room. As you can see, we are in a different location from where I usually film videos. I'm right now on a little bit of a vacation, and I'm visiting some family. And my family happens to have a really cool collection of World War I and World War II weapons. And I just find it fascinating, very interesting. And I thought it would be cool for a video like this because they make really cool mechanical sounds. And there's a lot to ramble about. And I love little show and tell videos like this, so hopefully you enjoy this one. Let me know if you do. I'm definitely open to making more videos like this one. So the pieces that I'm going to be showing you guys today are weapons that were brought back by my family members who served in World War II and maybe even World War I. I've had family members in pretty much every major conflict. But they've ended up in our hands. We've been able to hold on to them and take really good care of them. So it's kind of cool how big events in world history have personal significance to me, and that I'm able to keep my hands on these things and these souvenirs, and it's just very fascinating. So the first weapon I want to show you is so cool. Personally, I think this is one of the coolest guns of all time. This is the German 9mm Luger semi-automatic pistol. It's got a 4-inch barrel, which is standard, I believe. It's got this little sight adjustment here. So if I pull that, it lowers and raises the sight. So if you need to adjust for further distances, you can do that, which is pretty ingenious. It has something very fascinating about this specific handgun. This was probably the most popular weapon, at least handgun, that was used by most of Europe during World War I and World War II. But the only two screws that are on this gun are the screws that hold the grips on. Right here and right there. There are no screws or bolts holding this thing together. It is all just mechanically engineered to fit perfectly. And so that's pretty amazing. The technology that was implemented in this weapon was groundbreaking. There was nothing like this. However, because there's nothing really keeping these pieces together, as you can see when you open the chamber up and everything, it's a little bit of a funky motion. But because there are no bolts holding these bits together, the guns have been known, when firing them, to disassemble themselves. So that's kind of an interesting little fact. But yeah, this is how it looks with the chamber open. I love the little sounds it makes, by the way. Those little mechanical noises. And then this is how you empty the magazine. It's a little rusty, but it has these handy little circular pieces down at the bottom that help and also fit in perfectly with the grip. And it just goes like that. But when it's time to fire, just push this down. Like that. It's ready to go. I took the clip out so nothing would happen. Something interesting about this is you can tell it came direct from Germany because of this little stamp here, manufacturer stamp. I think it says DWG, which pretty much verifies that this came straight from Germany, which is awesome. On the side here, where the safety's at. It says Gesichert or Gesichert. I don't know how to speak German, so I'm probably butchering that. But that means safe. So the safety's there. Safety on. No, safety on. Safety off. And when you turn the safety on, it sets this little piece here that blocks the gun from sliding backwards. So, pretty awesome. Another interesting thing about this is that on the bottom here, for a minute when they were manufacturing these weapons, I don't know if it'll focus, but there's a letter M right there. Yeah, the letter M. And that was how they coded these guns when they're being manufactured so they could recognize what the date was. It's really cool. The trigger is a little C shape. I don't know if you can see. But that's unique. Usually you only get a little half moon shape. Really cool. I don't know where this came from exactly. I don't know who used it or how we got our hands on it, but it's a pretty cool piece of history, and I know that these are very rare. It's very hard to get your hands on original pieces from World War II. So, anyways, that's the German Luger. Really cool little weapon. This next one, I had to do some research on. This is a K98. And as far as I can tell, this one came straight from a German soldier's hands. I don't know if you can tell based upon the condition of the gun itself, but like look at the wear. Look at the wear and tear of this thing. Also, it's really wild. But on this weapon, I need to find it so I can show you. There is a stamp right there. That is yeah, that's a symbol of the German military. So crazy that this was likely used in combat during World War II. These guns, it's also got a little personal S that's been printed on it. I don't think you see that on standard issue, so somebody had to have added this on there. But it's got a little slit there for a strap. It's got a standard bolt action, just like that. You'd insert your cartridge or your single bolt, and then in order to get this to close, something would need to be inserted into it. Then you just close it like that. And there you go. It would be ready to fire. A lot like the pistol, you have this little function here, the sight, so you can adjust for distance. There's a little hole there for a strap to fit through. Looks like this may have hit something and bent a little bit. We've got a little H plate that connects the barrel to the stock. But really cool. The wood is very weathered. As you can see here on the side, I don't know if you can read it, it says Model 98, which is how I determined it was a Car 98K. I didn't know what it was before filming this video, so I had to do a little bit of research. But yeah, really cool little gun. As far as I can tell, entirely original. Nothing's been altered or changed. And I think that when soldiers wanted to take weapons back home, when they wanted souvenirs when the war was over, I think that it was standard that the firing pins were removed from each of these. So I don't think that this weapon will fire because they took the firing pin out. But let me show you the little gear here again. So you just insert the bullet there, close it up like that, push the bolt down, and there you go. It would be ready to fire. Really cool. I think it's really rare. Yeah. This last one that I'm going to show you today is really cool. For one main reason, in my opinion. I don't know if you can tell what this is, but we've got a full-on bayonet here. If you pull down right there, it releases it. You pull up like this. I've now got a functioning bayonet. Kind of awesome. Like I said, the condition of these guns is kind of used and beat up to the point where I almost am certain that these have been in combat to some degree. At the very least, somebody had this weapon with them, probably for the majority of World War II. This one, I think it's called a Type 5. Let me look again. I'll show you what it is. Type 4. This is actually a Japanese manufactured weapon. Pretty cool. Yeah, the bayonet up on the top is really interesting. It's not sharp or anything. I don't know if that's normal. But I definitely have no doubt that if somebody ran at you, it wouldn't be hard to puncture into your skin if they intended to do that. And it's got a little, you can see in the sight there, it's got a circle around it to protect that from getting knocked around or beat. There's a little clasp there. You could put a strap in. It's kind of split here. This is a semi-automatic rifle. The first one I showed you was a manual. This one also has a little sight that you can flip up. It's got numbers on it. So you can adjust for distance. Really cool on the side. Before I poke someone's eye out, I'm going to pull this thing off. Kind of a cool little mechanism though, isn't it? So, on the side here, right there, I don't know if you can see, but we've got some Japanese text there. So, really cool. This is the stock, standard plate. This one, it looks like they had some form of an auction. And that's where this one got bought. I wonder if one of my relatives, I don't know if they were auctioning these and he decided to take one or what, but that little stamp makes it seem like this was purchased after the fact. But here's the chamber there. You would go ahead and clip this down like that. That's what the interior looks like. We'll open this thing up. This would hold the ammunition that you put in it. You'd load it up. So there you go. You close that there. And there you are. Really cool. Type 4 is one of the few semi-automatic weapons used. Anyways, that's 3. That's all the ones I want to show you today. Hope you found that somewhat interesting. If you know more about these guns than I do, leave down some tidbits of knowledge down below. Let me know if I was incorrect on any of the things I stated. And hopefully you enjoyed it though. I find it really cool and interesting. That's going to be it for tonight. Hope you enjoy it. I'll talk to you later.